Hi, I'm Lynn Bridgeford from the Bias Clinic and Bias Yoga, and today in our quick and easy exercise series we're going to be doing a shred workout for the chest. So all that area around the chest, not the breasts but all the muscles around, getting them strong, getting them fit, and working with HIIT, high intensity interval training, to help the fat burning. So grab a weight, a lighter weight and a heavier weight, perhaps a bottle of water, and join me in a minute. Starting with a little warm up, moving the arms, because the arms are the things we're going to use to help us move the chest. So just getting a little warm up with the arms straight as well as bent, crossing over, down and up, and the other way, down and up, and making some circles backwards and forwards, straight arm or a little bit of a bent arm, all going into the chest. Shake it all out. Starting with a heavier weight, we're going to bring the arms together. So bring the upper arms up at 90 degrees pretty much if you can. We're going to squeeze together and push back. Squeeze together, push back. We're working the upper chest. If it helps you to bend your knees, then do that. I find it a little more comfortable with straight legs. So squeeze and push back. Squeeze and push back. We want to work rather than tire the muscle. So find the right weight that works for you. Doing that same movement with a lighter weight or no weight at all. You may like to bend the knees, keep the strength in the core, and it's a bit like flapping the wings in front of you, getting that high intensity, getting the muscles working to burn the fat, and getting that heart rate up. Keep your shoulder joints good. It's all about working with the chest. And slowing down. Check your form. Squeeze together and apart. And going fast again. You want to keep a little bit of distance still between the weights. Avoid having them clanging together. Working in the upper chest. Working in those wings. Keep the high intensity going. Should be getting a little breathless. And then slowing down. Check your form. Catch your breath. And recover your heart rate. Going back to the strength. Shred is like a HIIT sandwich, with the strength being the bread and the HIIT being the filling. So feel that working. The muscle be a little bit more tired now after the HIIT. Feel the work. Taking a straight arm movement, going across the body on one side, and on the other side you might like to bend the legs, and we can do this together. Keep the core working, keep the legs strong. Feel the strength in the pecs, and lifting up to the other side. Keep the spine straight. Bend the legs for your stability. And the other side again. Get the right weight for you. And the other side. Mix it up a little to make it more interesting for the muscles. And we're going to do that same movement for the HIIT. So we're going at speed, one way, opening in and out. Keep the control in the chest muscles. We're going kind of on a diagonal. And keep that strength in the chest. Slowing down, check your form. It's okay to straighten the legs when you slow down. It's better to bend them when you go faster. Let's go the other side. Keep the weights apart, so keep a consciousness of where you are in space. It's always good to have spatial awareness, so you take care of your surroundings, and if you're out dancing, you take care of the people you're around. So get that high intensity working, and then slow down, get that low intensity intensity. Going back to the strength, working those pecs on the angle, on a diagonal, and then the other side. Keeping the knees bent to keep your strength, keep the core. A few more goes on each side, working in the chest. We're going to take backwards swimming arms. Nice and slow. It's like almost like doggy paddle. Making a wheel, bend the knees a little. For a heavier weight, you have more water in your bottle of water. For a lighter weight, you pour it out. Find the right weight that works for you. There'll be a little bit of movement in the upper body. That's absolutely fine. And for the high intensity, going backwards, keep the arms level with the shoulders or lower. Better not to take them higher at this stage. That's a different muscle we'll get onto. Find the speed that works for you. And then slowing down, check the form. A little bit of movement through the body, just like you would if you were swimming. And going faster again. Bend the knees to keep that stability with the core and through the spine. Get the speed up. Go at a pace that works for you. And then slowing down, you can straighten the legs, you can still keep them bent. Check your form. And going back to the strength. Bend the knees if you need to. Keep the good form. Focus on the chest. Getting that strength. Get the muscles working. A HIIT sandwich. A similar movement going forwards again, bend the knees. Get that movement going, allow the torso to move a little to accommodate the movement. Some things it's good to be still, other things it's good to take a bit of natural movement to go with the flow. And for that same movement with a HIIT, it's almost like cycling with the arms. It's also like a kind of doggy paddle. Find the pace. Keep your shoulders safe. We want to keep our joints safe and train well for strength and fitness and flexibility. It's all about finding the right pace for where you are and then evolving from there and slowing down. Check your form, catch your breath, allow the heart rate to slow down and going again, faster, find that high intensity, allow a little bit of movement through the torso, get yourself a little breathless and then slow down. For the low intensity part. And coming back to the strength. Feel the movement, feel the work. Sometimes after a HIIT, I feel like I have more strength. Sometimes after a HIIT and a strength at the beginning, I feel a little less. See what it feels like for you. Taking the arm higher up, we're working with the muscles at the side that attach from the side through to the shoulder blade. Those ones that can get a bit baggy over the bra strap if you're a lady, or just over your vest if you're a man. So feel the strength. When these ones are strong, they help hold the shoulder blades down so we don't get so much tension in the neck. Work with the strength at a good pace. You can of course just do one arm at a time. I find it more balanced to do alternating, so we're going for the speed, so keep the core, keep the tailbone down, have the legs a little bent, keep your strength, keep your neck in neutral, let all the work go in the chest and the upper body. Use the core to keep the balance, and slowing down. You can straighten the legs if you want to. Check your form. Feel the movement against the side of the shoulder blades. And going fast again. And slowing down for the low intensity. Catch your breath. Bend the knees or straighten them, whichever works for you. And back to the strength. Feel the strength underneath the armpit, down the side and connecting round to the shoulder blade. Feel that strength. So that muscle is under my hand, and when that's strong, we can use it to hold things, to take the tension off the arm and the shoulders. Doing a modified press up, we're going to use the body weight as a strength, so going slowly and pushing away, coming down, push away. So feel as though you really have to push the floor away, so we're working in the strength across the upper chest. It's a complex movement. And going for the high intensity, make sure you keep your form by using the core. You may not go quite as fast as you did before with the weights, just get a good speed going. And then the low intensity, a little less pressure than we did with the strength. It's the same movement, a little more relaxed. And going for the high intensity again. Feel the work in the chest. You may need to adjust your arms a little wider just to find the place where you get the best work for strengthening your chest and shredding the fat. And then slowing down. And back to the strength work, so pushing the floor away, pushing it back, resisting as we come down, pushing away. Imagine that you're pushing the floor that's really heavy away from you and resisting it as you come down. Push away as you come up, resist as you come down. So stretching the chest, interlink the hands behind you, reach back and down, get a really good stretch across the chest, keep the neck in neutral. You can bring the arms up a bit if that works for you. You can have a little rotate side to side, get different angles through the chest. Again, have a good stretch up and out, lifting the chest, lift the head only if it's comfortable. Breathe into it and relax down. And again, reach up and stretch. Stretch all the way through the chest, out through the arms, and relax. And we're going to reach up, interlink the hands if you can, bring the shoulders down. If you can't, just reach up. And reach up through the sides of the rib cage. One side and then the other, so lengthening through the rib cage, through the chest. One side and then the other. And bring the arms down. Interlink the hands and bring them behind the head. And again, another way of opening the chest. Lift the chest and take the arms back. You can bend the knees if that works for you. Keep the core, keep the tailbone long. Breathe into the top of the chest. And release. Sitting down stretch, we can take the hands behind us, elbows back, press the hands into the mat and lift the chest. Breathe to the top of the chest. If it's comfortable to drop the head back, then you can. Breathe to the top of the chest. If not, just keep the head up. You're still getting the stretch across the chest. And have a good wiggle. Shake everything out. And just let your body relax. So that's just a few quick and easy shred exercises for the chest and all the area around the chest and under the arms. Enjoy your workouts. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, like, write in the comments below, and go across to my other channels. I have Instagram, Lynn Bridgeford. I have Facebook channels for the clinic, for the yoga, and interact with me on all the channels, and I would be happy to connect with you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Thank you so much.